and maybe fame. I can't help you with the fame, but I can help you with the fortune. The fortune favors. These are whole halves of pecans, and they're available in a set of 2 in the classic, which is the sweeter.
Yep.
You can do a set of 2 in the everything, which is a little more savory, or you can do a combo, which is 1 and 1. Chef Eric Rupert is with me. He is the inventor of this product. And having grown up down south, my big complaint with anything pecan was that it usually tasted a little burned to me.
A little burnt?
Tasted a little rancid because the oil inside had time to turn, right? And you were saying growing up, well, your big complaint with pecans was what?
I wouldn't say it's a complaint. I respect the Southern traditions. They're just a little sweet for my taste.
For your taste?
Yeah, I try to watch my sugar. So our pecans, they have just 6 grams of sugar per serving.
Per serving? Now, how big is a serving?
A serving is a 1/4 cup, but I think
That's a lot.
It is. It's about 20 halves.
That's about 20 halves of pecans.
Yeah.
So if you like to snack on pecans and you're worried about sugar intake, don't be.
No.
Because this is only 6 grams per serving, not per pecan. Per serving. Now, I'm really excited about these, and I love both flavors. One is definitely a little sweeter.
Yep.
Not sicky sweet.
Not at all. No,
but
not
just
at all.
a little sweeter.
Right.
And the other has everything bagel seasoning on it.
Yep. So we make our own seasoning. A little bit of garlic, onion, poppy seed, 2 kinds of sesame seeds, a little bit of salt, and I left the caraway out of it. I just thought that tasted kind of weird.
Not one of your favorites, I
No,
understand.
not at
now,
all.
this is the classic?
This is the classic.
Okay, you want to
so
pour
just
that out?
Yep, so just a little bit sweet, a little bit salty. I feel like it's got the right amount of sugar that our bodies, we've all eaten too much sugar before, and
sugar hides in everything.
And there's just a little, it tastes like regret after a while. These give me the right, in fact, I ate them before I came on, to give me the right amount of energy to come and do this.
Number 1, not burned.
No, not at all.
Which is lovely.
Yep.
And the sweetness is certainly present.
It is.
But it's not overwhelming.
This is the taste of a perfectly toasted pecan.
Now let's try the everything.
All right, let's try the everything.
Boy, that tastes good.
So, and it actually has the same amount of low sugar, 6 grams per serving. However, it presents a little differently because of the savory elements.
It's got the everything seasoning, the bagel everything
Yep,
seasoning.
the bagel everything seasoning on it that we make ourselves. We actually make it ourselves. I know. So I love this one, for instance,
That one's a little more savory. It's got, you can taste the salt, the garlic.
Yep, a little bit of onion, a little bit of sesame seed. This is, for me, this is how I love to use the everything.
Put it on salads.
Yep.
Dribble it in soups.
Yep.
Or put it on top of, you got it on French toast, on a charcuterie board, which I can't spell, but I can pronounce. Now, I will tell you, you can do 2 of either the classic, 2 of the everything, or a combo, which is 1 and 1. Now, I'm told the combo is very popular. Now, many people are wondering, can I make this as a French toast? How would you suggest doing that, Chef?
Just like this. Make your French toast the way you always make it. Then at the very end, sprinkle some pecans over the top and some real maple syrup.
Would you toast the pecans at all?
No, they're already toasted for you. They're toasted to perfection.
They're already crunchy.
I've been a chef for about 45 years now.
Yes, sir.
So these pecans really are the distillation of that 45-year career. Wow. They are perfect.
Now, Rachel tells me that when you were a brand new guest, you had to go through some training, and she was your host.
She was great. Yeah. Number 1, she calmed me down. She reminded us to breathe. She said, just have a normal conversation with
She
you
is
guys.
great, number 1.
Yeah,
And number 2, a fitting person to come out and tell us about these. What is your take on this?
You know what? I love these. I was able to taste these earlier, and I was going to come in and grab the savory, but I have a question because all of a sudden when I was watching, I was like, could I put these in a Vitamix and grind these up and put them in some sort of make a crust, a pie crust, or something?
Absolutely could.
Because it has all the yumminess in it, or just kind of make it, grind them up a little bit, and then I'm sprinkling them over things. So tell me what your recommendation would be, Chef.
Please.
I want to believe that what is in this can is already perfect.
Perfect. I agree.
So do very little with it. Put it on at the very end. If you're putting it on a salad, put it on at the very end. If you're putting it on your French toast, put it on at the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, so
These
good.
are so good.
I know.
6 grams of sugar per serving.
Right.
And
how
you get
much
about
is a serving?
20 in a serving.
There's about 20 halves in a serving.
About a 1/4 cup.
Quarter
I've
cup.
been eating 4 servings at night. Don't tell anybody.
It's our little secret.
Right.
Once you start eating them, they are definitely habit forming in a beautiful
And I
way.
think
They're
one
so
of the
delicious.
reasons that I steered away from pecans growing up is because they were always overcooked. I could taste the rancid oil inside, and it was a turnoff to me. So I would not do pecans as much. These I could eat the whole can and then some.
Well,
me too.
people ask me, that I sample these out all the time, thousands of people every year.
Right.
And they always say, what's in there? And I tell them there's 4 very clean ingredients. That's it. And they're like, well, what spices? No spices. What you are getting
Right.
is a perfectly toasted pecan, which when you do it the way we do it,
Right.
has a complexity of flavors that is, to my mind, it makes you stop in your tracks. So I can
There's
tell
a
you,
meatiness
there
to
is
it.
a meatiness.
It's really weird.
Right.
It feels substantial. Like
I know.
as I'm eating it, the
Right.
snack feels like it
feels-
fills you up.
Like a great snack.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
my only caution to you would be don't get in front of the television with an open can of this.
Right.
Because suddenly you'll wonder where the hole is. in
Don't
the
open
bottom of
them.
the
Don't
can.
open them in the car while you're driving.
Because they'll all be gone.
Right.
Now, we also want to take some videotape. Is that right, Frank? Now,
Ooh,
this
cool.
is
Let's
this
take a
is the
look.
making of tape. I'd love for you to narrate.
Okay.
Can you narrate this?
Tell us about what's happening.
Oh, what's happening? Okay, so that's our production facility in the Midwest in Madison, Wisconsin. And we make these. They're very small batch. We're a family-owned company. We make them by hand. It's a 7-step process. I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is because it's proprietary.
Because it's secret.
It is a secret. We make them 5 pounds at a time.
Yum.
I know.
So you
That
can really
way-
control the quality.
Absolutely. Every single batch is handmade, 5 pounds at a time.
Now, 2 cans of the everything, 2 cans of the classic or a combo. Let me count you down. In the classic flavor, set of 2 classics, we have how many? 600 remain. In the set of 2 everything, 200 left. And in the combo, we're now last call, Chef.
Wow.
Now, Chef has a very early flight home. Where's home for you?
Madison, Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin. I
Yep.
hope you get there safely, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You'll probably be spending some time in our Philadelphia airport tomorrow. But, because they're expecting some ice storms, but by the afternoon, I think it's supposed to clear up. So
All right.
hopefully
All right.
you'll be on your way. But we're going to hopefully send you to the airport a happy man because these are very, very delicious. And there are only 6 grams of sugar per serving. Not per half. You might expect it to be 6 grams of sugar per half. No, it's per serving. And you get about 20 halves in a serving.
Yep.
This is remarkably good. And the shelf life on these unopened?
11 months from the time that we manufacture them.
11 months.
11 months.
11 months.
Yep.
Just keep them in a cool, dry place. Is that right?
Cool, dry place. We've got the freshness seal on the top.
That you just peel off
that
like
you
a
just
coffee can.
peel off like a coffee can. Yep.
Chef, safe travels to you. And before you leave, check in on the update on how this is
Very
going,
good.
okay?
Thank you
nice
so
to
much.
meet you, sir.
You too.
Pleasure. Thank
you.
All right. Now, a very familiar face is coming up next. But before that,